And of isotherm, it will give the relationship between delta G0 for an equilibrium process. Equilibrium process, we are having the equilibrium constant K. Standard state delta G0 we are using. Let us consider equilibrium process. A plus B reversible arrow gives C plus D. We know that second law of thermodynamics, G is equal to H minus Ts, H is equal to E plus PV, therefore G is equal to E plus PV minus TdS. And differentiate the above equation, dG equal to dG plus PdV plus VdP minus TdS minus SdT. Here it is having two parameters, pressure, volume, temperature and S are parameter. Two parameter will be there. Then only we are going to apply constant temperature. Here dE PdV that is equal to dQ, TdS that is also a dQ because ds equal to dQ by T. T will go to the next slide. dQ equal to TdS. TdS, this is minus sin dQ. Here this is plus sin dQ. Both will cancel. Remaining will be VdP minus SdT. dG is equal to VdP minus SdT. At constant temperature, dt is equal to 0. Therefore, VdP. dG equal to VdP. For an ideal gas, PV equal to nRT. Therefore, for 1 mole of gas, PV equal to RT. Volume is equal to RT by P. Here V is applying here. Therefore, at constant temperature, dCA at constant temperature equal to RT dB by P. Integrate the above equation. That is the differential form of equation. Integrate the above equation between the limit G0 to G, having the pressure P. G is equal to G0 plus RT ln P. G0 is the standard free energy. This equation is applied to reactant side for individually concentration of A, concentration of B, reactant side, as well as the product side, concentration of P, concentration of C and D respectively we are applying, having the pressure PA, PV, PC, PD, having the corresponding free energy GA, GB, GC, GD. Applying the equation, delta G is equal to G product minus G reactant. We know. We have to find out the delta means change in free energy. Delta G is equal to G product G minus G reactant for an equilibrium process. For an equilibrium process only this is applicable. Therefore, delta G is equal to product side free energy minus reactant side free energy. I am applying for all the state. Reactant side I am applying the equation 2. Product side also I am applying the equation 2. Therefore, change in free energy delta G is equal to product side free energy minus reactant side free energy. I am applying this to equation 2 also. I am applying all the C, D that is reactant side for the above equation 2 and for the product the reactant side as well as the product side. Applying here, I am saying in the similar term G0 term, G0C, G0D minus G0A, G0B. Similar terms I am taking on one uniform side. That is for logarithm term. That only it will be easy to calculate for me. Logarithm term on another. Therefore, the first term, free energy term, delta G is equal to delta G0 minus product side. It is written as RT ln PC over P like that. It is written like that. G is equal to delta G is equal to delta G0 plus RT ln. This is for partial pressure of C, partial pressure of D, having the concentration T like that it will come. Partial pressure of A, having the concentration A, partial pressure of B, having the concentration T like that it will come. This will give the Van de Graaff isotherm full form. But we have to calculate the value of delta G0. Delta G0 calculation only, then we are going. Delta for calculating the delta G0, it is a standard free energy for a reaction for an equilibrium process. For an equilibrium process, the delta G0 calculated at equilibrium process. At equilibrium process, delta G is equal to 0. Delta G is equal to 0. Therefore, delta G is equal to 0. Delta G0 equal to minus RTLN, remaining part. And substitute this value, delta G0 in the above equation, delta G is equal to delta G0 plus RTLN. That equation I am applying. In this equation, this value is equal to K equilibrium. K equilibrium, it is called activity quotient or activity coefficient. Equilibrium coefficient. Delta G0 equal to minus RT ln K equilibrium. This equation I am applying in the previous slide equation. Therefore, delta G is equal to minus RT ln K equilibrium plus RT ln, this is the partial pressure term. It is called Van de Graaff isotherm. Then we have to go for Van de Graaff isochore. In Van de Graaff isochore, it is calculated. This is the how we are derived. The final equation is explained here. This is the Van de Graaff isochore. It will give the relationship between free energy term or equilibrium term with respect to temperature. Here pressure is constant. Remaining all are removing. We are taking only the parameter equilibrium constant or free energy term as well as the temperature. Delta G0 equal to minus RT ln K equilibrium. Taking the ln K equilibrium on one side, that is equal to delta G0 by RT, the remaining on another side. But we know that delta G0 equal to delta H0 minus T into delta S0. I have substituted the value of delta G0 here. Therefore, delta H0 minus T into delta S0 by RT. Here, removing the bracket, delta H0 by RT plus delta S0 by R. It is the general term. This is applied for forward reaction as well as the backward reaction. This is the forward reaction rate constant ln K1, that is equal to minus delta H0 by RT1. Remaining all are constant plus delta S0 by R. For backward reaction ln K2, that is equal to minus delta H0 by RT2, temperature 2, plus delta S0 by R. Whether it is a forward reaction or reverse reaction or another term, it will taken as it is at temperature 1 T1 and another one temperature T2. We are taking equilibrium constant at temperature T1 and T2, whatever it may be, forward reaction or backward reaction. Like that also we can take. For temperature T2, ln K2 minus ln K1, that is equal to delta H0 by R, it is a common term, delta S0 by R, another one is having minus delta S0 by R, both are cancelled. Remaining part only I am writing here, delta H0 by R, remaining is 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Because it is a negative term, therefore take this into a positive term, therefore it will come like that, 1 by T2, 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. I am taking LCM here. When I am taking LCM here, T1 into T2, T2 will here, T1 will come here. Therefore, T2 minus T1. ln K2 by K1 equal to delta H0 by R. Both are logarithmic term. It is one is minus, therefore it will come to the denominator. Therefore, it will come like that. Then I am taking a natural logarithm, converting the natural logarithm into a log base 10. Therefore, I am multiplying it with 2.303. It will go to the denominator in the next side. Therefore, log k2 by k1 equal to delta h0 by 2.303 r t2 minus t1 by t1 into t2. It is called Van de Graaff isotope. Therefore, we have derived both the equation Van de Graaff isotherm and Van de Graaff isotherm. It is an important derivation in physical chemistry because every year question paper C part question or B part question derive Van de Graaff isotherm or Van de Graaff isotherm, whatever it may be, will be present.